Welcome to LDVR's 0.1.3.2 update of Coinvault. And what you'll see on the screen are some icons I'll talk about in a little bit. I wanted to show some of the work that's been done to the room that you saw previously last in the 0.1.3.1 update, which was a very basic room. So let's do a quick tour. First of all, Oracle has this really awesome model going on. I'll talk about the boxes here in a minute. So I'm very happy with how the Oracle's turned out. Won't be doing a whole lot of demonstration of Oracle play today. Suffice it to say that the Oracle can go in the dark. It's pretty neat. Coins are abound. As before, you can use loot bag and collect coins and add to your loot. These little guys, these are just spare parts because these boxes are all tied down to the floor. The security spike has been completely redone, so it's now got some lore tied to it from Kepler Industries, which is pretty wild, right? And also looks pretty rad. So we've got some boxes, some crates, got some cool scenery kind of falling into place now. Do want to talk about this thing. So this is my combat dummy. There is a mechanic piece, which I'll talk about here in a minute when I review some of the Oracle screens. And I realized while I was working on it that I really needed a combat dummy to kind of work out some details. So for now, put a combat dummy in here. In the combat system, it has many issues that I will be working on next. So for example, one of the things I need to think about is what happens if you come across a trap or an enemy and then you do something crazy like, I don't know, drop the knife on top of them like this. Should it take damage? I don't think so. If you throw it, should it bounce off the combat dummy? I don't know. These are questions I need to work through. I have, though, with this update, right on, or I should say, rock on, I have finally solved a way to do the user interfaces inside VR, and that's why you see the little boxes. So I'm very excited about this piece, which is, so I'll just come over here and activate it. Bam. Okay. So this is going to be the way that I add. So I need to realign that piece. But the idea is there's this holographic thing that pops out. There's this kind of moving panel. You can use your finger. If I enter in the right passcode, it goes away. Up goes the door. Yeah, right? So pretty awesome. Now I'm going to take this panel, get it fixed up a little bit more, bring it back to the home vault, and where you'll be able to get your coin spawn back in and swim in your massive amounts of loot, being the filthy rich person that you are. Have also made a couple small changes to, I should show you how this works. And then also the flashlight. So flashlight, still sizing wise, I may change that, but it actually looks more like a flashlight now. So coming in here, kind of dark and mysterious. Really pretty much past this point, I ran out of time, so there's not really been a whole lot of changes. I'm aware that there's some stop points. I have fixed the one issue where you're not able to go past one wall set. I've disabled some of the mobs there. I want to show you, how to use the security spike. Just set that guy there, and then he'll activate, hack the system, and the door will open. Now, you'll note that, well, the VR player could go underneath the door. Yes, the Oracle cannot, so we've got to work together. There's some really cool kind of accidental mechanics that I've kind of explored. There is also some cool lava going on down here. There'll be some sound that's added and maybe some smoke effects here, but add some really cool ambiance. And I think The doors back here, I did not put back in because I'm going to be reworking. Whoops, let me jump over that. Yeah, I'll be reworking some of this area back here a little bit. The reason being is I found that this concept is really cool. So there's the abyss and there's these ledges, and you can see that I've got it kind of stubbed out, but it's not quite there to be able to teleport onto them. And whew, the flashlight goes down. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about this update. Has some really good things. I got some odd, apparently I have a light source here somewhere. I'll have to investigate that later. Okay, now we'll switch gears a little bit, talk about the oracle piece of this whole equation. Because I don't think there's much else I want to talk about here. The big thing was just getting those VR interface panels figured out in a way that made sense. So let's talk about what all the oracle can do. So the oracle has, get my screen set up here, change back to oracle cam. Okay, so I have vastly improved the oracle camera. I've also made it so that the jump is more of a glide. So the Super Mario Brothers or no Mario Sky-like jump that you were experiencing before hopefully has been corrected for everybody. I've left in some of my debugging buttons because, I figured why not? If you want to level up your guy, go for it. I don't have level mechanics set up yet on the skills and abilities, but you're free to award yourself XP and go up a level and get an idea of kind of what the level ranges and mechanics are going to end up being. Inventory, big changes in inventory. Okay, so I've added a rusty dagger, a security spike, flashlight, loot bag, crude dagger. Have tinkered with the economy some more based on just some testing, and I see that I have no coins available right now to purchase anything because I apparently need to do a loot run. So there's now a pop-up window. So when you pick an item, you can see this little pop-up window come up. You can read about it. There's some lore attached to the item. Decide to purchase or close. If you purchase and you have enough coin, then the item will spawn. I do not yet have an alert that shows, hey, you don't have enough money. You're going to need to go get some more from your vault. Or in the case of the Oracle here, what they can do is use some creative gameplay to come up with how to get their loot. For example, added stun traps was in there previously, so the idea with that one is to stun all the traps. Gate will return you back to the level set, right? Attract coin. This is a fun one. See what that one does there? It does firstly in this initialization deal. I'm not sure why it doesn't find the transform initially, so you do it again, and it'll actually follow the oracle around. Okay, this little indicator here is your oracle points. So one of the things the oracle could do, oh, I ran out of time, is actually, let's go back to that vault, is actually use the attract coin to either one, bring the coins to their loot bag. So here come the coins. All right. And then, let's see, so far we've got 12 coins. Okay. Now what you could do is you could use this ability added called Shimmer, and what that will do is transfer all the coins that have been collected in loot bags without having to leave the scene. Previously, the only way to get the money out of the loot bag back into your master inventory was to successfully complete the mission. I've added an ability that only the Oracle has, which allows them to transfer gathered wealth to your master vault, from which you can then do what you need to do. Okay, minor heal, that will heal the player. Okay, and we'll talk real quick about that, because there's health points on the Oracle, health points on the player. There's what I call these Oracle points that regenerate over time. The health points will not regenerate, so you'll have to find probably potions or something similar to regenerate the health. This is your XP deal. Put it a little 2 next level percentage here. This UI is not going to be the final. It's just a quick, hey, I need buttons so I can start putting all the systems together. And if you've seen this room back in 0.1.3.1, which was last week, the updates come as time permits. So these other abilities orient. So this is a fairly useful one based on testing where, hey, where's the player at? I don't know where the VR player is at. Well, you would have this ability called orient, which will point you in the direction of the VR player. Seal is a useful ability for you to seal and close doors. So if all the doors are open and you want to close them all, you would click seal and you would close the door. I'm not sure yet whether or not it makes sense to do all the doors or doors near you or certain types of doors or have, right now I'm just getting through core mechanics. Speaking of core mechanics, in addition to player and the Oracle having XP, because this is a loot-driven game of collecting loot in a cooperative sense, your weapons also have XP and levels. So the way that this is kind of heading down the path of is if you unlock what I call a blueprint for an item, say this crude dagger, and you then go through and you level up this item, well, that level up will stick for that item, meaning if you found another crude dagger blueprint, you've already unlocked the blueprint for crude dagger, so that's going to stick with that weapon. And so long as you have the cash, you can kind of 3D print, so to speak, as many of those that you want. The reason why I'm doing it that way versus an inventory management system is a lot of games, for example, Destiny and No Man's Sky or No Skyrim has this issue too, where I always feel like, I never have enough inventory space, and a lot of times it's filled with just, this one or two items that, why am I collecting bowls in Skyrim? I don't know, I just am. And I know that there's a number of you out there watching this video who share a similar opinion. So my solution to this is, hey, they're blueprints, and it makes sense within the context of Coinvault that you would take your cash and just buy a copy of this item to show up or materialize, with the player. Coins, as before, I'm looking at adding some additional coins. That will kind of come into play as I work through more of the economy details and so on. So the word XP goes up, you'll see a level up button, bam, got more Oracle points to use. Okay, gate, I'm gonna gate out, and I am back into the room. I still have not fixed the red ball. And note that here some of the abilities are missing. I'm still trying to come up with whether or not in your home vault you should have the Oracle be able to move around and have all the abilities. If you have an opinion about that, I'd love to know. Right now it's kind of a subset, pretty much shut doors and then teleport back into the same space. I have not made any changes to Vault Hard, so it's still kind of set as it was. And I'm kind of predicting that in the next update, you'll see some interface panels in this room return as we get closer to 0.1.4, which was kind of my marker for having a solution in place for having vault panels back in the home vault so that you can spawn coins and then do some tweaks to your vault prior to the next big milestone on the overall roadmap of Coinvault. So thanks for watching, and if you subscribe to my channel, I will be posting up some awesome videos done up by the wonderful /r/Vive community for some of the itch titles that have been done. So look for that here in the next kind of coming week as the time permits. I'm actually not going to be around for weekend, so those of you who are playing raw data with me, I'm sorry, I know, but don't worry, I'll be back. And then steer around a little. Then I've got to decide, can the Oracle cause damage to these guys? That's a question. As far as I'm aware, this is the only title that has cooperative play with an FPS style person and then a VR person at the same time. And it's such a cool dynamic. It adds a lot of fun, especially when you start shouting at each other. So I'm kind of, hoping that others enjoy this as well. But I'm aware that there needs to be more swag in the home vault so that you can enjoy your wealth. So no worries, I'm on it. It's on my list. I'll get to it. Until later, I'd rock out, but the controllers are 10 feet away from me at the moment. Where are they in the world space. Oh, we were there.